Dragon Adventures is a game that has lots to offer for its player base, but beneath the mask of farming and dragon riding, there are quite a few questions and mysteries yet to be solved. I have created myself an iceberg of questions I found on the wiki and other platforms and sorted them out on this chart. Just note that this is my opinion on where they should belong, and I could be wrong on most of these topics, but without further ado, let's jump right in. The surface. Dragons. Dragons are the main creature in Dragon Adventures, if it wasn't obvious enough, and is probably the only thing that lights up the flame to drive players insane on opening eggs during events. But where did they come from? In my speculation, I'm guessing that in this world of fantasy, the adventurers, us players, found this world through some sort of portal, but this isn't confirmed by anyone, so it still remains a mystery. The origins. The origins is the home world, the place for the players to settle in and purchase items from the general store. This is also where players can access the world portal, we'll get to that later, and their home plot, which can be used to farm, but other than that, that's pretty much it. The water's edge. Roger. Roger is the tutorial dragon, or the dragon that appears on your screen when you join the game. Roger basically guides new players on how to hatch eggs, obtain dragons, and so on. But is this all Roger has to offer? Although Roger is self-aware and knows he is trapped inside of a game, literally speaking on how he shows us how to play it, Roger does not appear anywhere else after the tutorial. Baby dragon model. The baby dragon is, of course, the baby version of a dragon you've obtained or hatched from an egg, but it is the same for every species. There isn't much diversity with these babies, but as they age up, the model changes to be, well, a more miniature version of the final product. Potions. Potions change the color, texture, element, and even the gender of your dragon. But how does this actually work? Does it change their DNA so they change their traits? Or is it just some sort of witchcraft? It is a mystery yet to be solved. Solstice 2021 lore. I don't know much about this, but during a cutscene at the beginning of the event, it explained on how a portal opened and allowed the Solstice creatures to appear into the world. But it remains a mystery on the purpose of their arrival and how the portal got there in the first place. The Shallow End. Cube dragons. Another speculation which I'm not sure about, which is about the old dragon models being cubic globs with eyes and wings. But this probably hasn't been confirmed yet, and yeah, so it remains a mystery. The World Portal. The World Portal is, well, a portal that allows players to travel from world to world. There are hearts that are shown around the portal, and it seems as if they are being used to transfer energy into, well, the portal. The origins of this portal are still unknown and yet to be found out. Dragon's Destiny. Dragon's Destiny was speculated to be the dragon game we all know and love today, but it seems as if it never made the cut. Not much is known about this scrapped idea. Oh, here's a good one. Robodons and Ratidons. Robodons first appeared in the Galaxy event, which were mechanical versions of Ratidon. Purpose of these? Unknown. They were obtainable through mecha eggs and probably were modified versions of Ratidons we know of. Below the iceberg. Tuscaneer being overpriced. Back in the OG games of Dragon Adventures, around 2019 to 2020, Tuscaneer species were so overpriced, very few players today could possibly afford one at the time. As I remember, some were even going to 80 million coins. Yeah, that's crazy. But the reason could be because more orangas, buns, were being hatched than Tusks, which made them more rare and more valuable. Vaydreki prices. The Vade, also known as the Vaydreki, is the modern-day dragon of players' dreams. It is sleek and thunderous, but is super expensive, reaching up to 20 million nowadays. The Veidreki was the first ever seasonal dragon and currently holds the title of second fastest dragon in the game. But since these are so rare, prices have skyrocketed throughout the months. Bun popularity. It is overrated, that's basically it. Back in the days, buns were considered the king's crown, being super expensive back in the old days. But now are falling in value. It is an old relic of wealth and will remain that way for a long time. Deep waters. Rabadon's heart. When zooming into the Rabadon's chest, players can see a heart, acting like the heart in a body of an animal. This could mean that the Rabadon is actually a living creature and is actually a sentient being as well. Ruins in the origins. The origins contain weird and strange structures around the map, which could be signs of past civilizations. Some have strange markings on them, but not much is known about these ruins. Prime meat. Prime meat was a food item back in the OG days of Dragon Adventures. It pretty much acted like the regular meat, but was removed from the game for unknown reasons later. Which part of Pharah's head controlled the body? This is still unknown, but is fun to think about. Pharah is a bird-like dragon and has 2 heads. So many speculate on which head actually controls the movement of the body. But with most questions on this iceberg, this one is yet to be answered. Bosses. Bosses act a lot like the warden in each world, like in Creatures of Scenaria, but can be defeated for various prizes. But why did they become so hostile? And what happened before the players came? This mystery is also yet to be solved. The Night Zone. Particle under the map. By flying under the origins somewhere along the void, I found a small particle similar to the one found on the portal. I didn't find any other images of it, and neither have I taken a photo of it myself, but yeah. But it's there, for no reason whatsoever. Volkmos. The Volkmos is a dragon obtained through Solstice and was first released on Solstice 2021 Part 3. Players had to do tasks every day in order to obtain the Volkmos, which made them very rare. And of course, valuable. Afterwards, during Solstice of 2022, the Volkmos was then obtainable through hatching red giant eggs, which in the end brought them down in value. Kilsura. The Kilsura was a dragon that was to be added to the game until it was removed and scrapped, never to be added. Konoron. The Konoron was also a dragon that was supposed to be added, but yet again it was a scrapped idea like the Kilsura and was not added. And the final one on this list? Well, where did the seasonal dragons come from or originate from? They don't just appear out of nowhere. Well, of course, there is no clear explanation, but it is possible that these came from some sort of portal opening up somewhere in the world. And in the void, well, there is nothing. But I'm sure one day we'll find out what's deep in these waters below. Anyhow, this video took me a long time to actually plan out. So yeah, if you want more videos like this, and even possibly a part 2, please consider subscribing, and of course, like the video, share it to whoever you know, and of course, comment down below on what you want to see next. And yeah, that was the Dragon Adventures Iceberg for now. So yeah, if you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you want to see next. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys very soon. Goodbye.